Hello everyone and welcome back to Autonauts. This is Otaku Showboat and today is the 11th part in our ongoing Autonauts series. If you've been enjoying the series thus far, please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to help make this series appear higher up in search results and to do all of the social follows and all of the various thingies through the links in the description below this video. Last time, we got our colonists upgraded to give us some times 10 WUV. Our WUV times 10, glorious WUV times 10. And that is being processed into additional technologies. Today, I would like to actually start making use of that Mark II bot technology, so we're going to have to wait a little bit. We did a lot of weed stuff. It looks like I need to have another gatherer gathering these weeds. Although, actually, it looks like we're full on the weed storage, and that might be the reason why there's all these weeds hanging out around here on the ground. We have these folks that are digging out, clearing the path from around my sign. So that is nice to see. I do not have enough of my storage for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a bot that is not currently doing anything. You need to be in WUV. Are you holding anything right now? No. So you get to go down here. We are currently also on version 127. I wanted to make note of that going forward. So some things that were wrong before that were bugs are no longer bugs. This is turf mover. Just making sure that this box is empty, because this robot searches for the turf and sends it to that box. Now, if I could, like, reassign the box that it goes to, that would be fantastic. I wish the move to storage... I wish this move to storage was a, assignable... I wish it was assignable what storage to move to and what storage to add to. Anyway. Because it gets tied to this specific storage, so if I move this storage, the robot will move to whatever position that storage box is in, no matter what. But I would like to just assign it to another thingy. Speaking of which, I think I should have... Oh. I have one. I have one additional crate, so let's queue up some additional crate production. Looks like I have some pallets that have been produced. Whoops. There we go. They're waiting on planks. I guess the, yeah, where is my BP planks? Yeah, you aren't fully covering those, so now you can go and do your thing. Where are you? BP planks. There you go. It's running out of juice. It's out of juice. Oh noes. Now it should finish all that. Now we've got a couple more crude huts. We're building the remaining crude huts to get the rest of our colonists into glorious huts. Now, the way that this will work is I've got the robot that's helping to maintain these. In fact, I think I might train another one. So you're gonna go up here, grab a log. And deposit it into the thing. Where are you? This one's probably going to this one? Yes. So we will maintain, find nearest crude hut in the area. You are officially going to be shelter maintenance 2. You're going to do this forever. Because you can only hold one thing. You are part of WOV. You are part of Forest Clear Sign, technically. Yeah. We have 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 2, 3 robots right now. Glorious 1, 2, 3 robots. So, now we're at a bit of a point where it's like, well, what do we do now? What is actually next? So, from what I can tell, a lot of the stuff in this game is optional. There's a lot of optional things that you can do. You only really need one type of food. As far as I'm aware, you only really need one type of food of a specific level for each of the things, but there are many, many different types of food. So there's things, there's berries, there's wheat for bread, there's lots of things, okay? There's tons and tons and tons of various different things, including mushrooms as well as everything else. So do we do all of those things, or do we just stick to the one thing? I think the intention is, well, it's up to you. That is the ultimate intention here, is that it is ultimately up to you what you want to do for feeding your colonists. We can have these colonists being fed off of our spice berries, for example. Berries, I think, are relatively easy for this point in the game, so I've been sticking with those. The mushrooms require an extra step. In fact, I don't think I've even found any mushrooms yet. Hold up. I don't think I've even found any mushrooms yet. Apparently, though, pumpkins are actually pretty good. Apparently, pumpkins are pretty good. So I might want to set up pumpkins. Oh, here's some mushrooms. Mushrooms be here. Okay. Good to know that. Good to know that. We've got lots of randomly scattered berries about the place. I'm probably going to want to take a robot and have it just assigned to digging berry bushes around a sign and just move the sign around. Oh, hey, there's a whole bunch of weeds. Great. Fantastic. Wish I'd known that a little bit sooner. There's some honey. Note that if you assign a robot to cut down the tree, it will drop the honey hive, it'll drop the beehive, and it will stay there. The hive, I believe, is somewhat persistent. You need to have some way of always having the access to that resource. So that is how we will go about it. This map is actually really big. I want to throw that out there. This actually is a really big map. What do we got here? A cow. Come on, go this way. Looks like this whole thing is rocks. Yep. Just cleaning up some of this extra map while we are waiting on tech, primarily. Seawater in a... Okay. Well, there's a source of sand all of the way over there. Lots of various flowers, random stuff, more honey. More mushrooms. I'm gonna go down here and then we will continue on our merry little way. Always be sure to explore. Part of the purpose of this game is to explore what's around you. Oh, we've got a cow here as well, and dung, beautiful, glorious dung. All right. Now the thing about pumpkins. So let's actually look this up. That is the whole point of our thingy here. Our Autonautopedia. We look at food and we look at pumpkins. If I can find things what need pumpkin. Raw pumpkin is a mallet plus a pumpkin equals raw pumpkin. Okay. You will mallet pumpkin to make raw pumpkin, which is a the tier 1, and then herby pumpkin is the same type of stuff as before. Mallet pumpkins. Okay. Pumpkin soup. Needing that and clay pots to give you the soup. That plus the soup plus crude dough. So it looks like... Yeah, so... They really like pies in this game. Our colonists apparently really like pies. Like, really like pies. And you need to actually cook the pies. So the top tier stuff, besides literally buttered toast, getting the old Ed, Ed and Eddie vibes here. Buttered toast, yep, that's exactly what that is. I wonder how easy this is compared to everything else, but anyway. They really like pies. And you have a variety of different types of pies that you can do. As far as I'm aware, there is no difference. Like how there's, like, the fish head and tail, just part of the pie. They're just part of the pie. Now, one thing that they should have is some sort of differentiator. So, there's apple pie, and then there's pumpkin pie. There is, like, no... So, the pumpkin pie is taller. Okay, the pumpkin pie is taller than the apple pie. That is not enough of a differentiator. Mushroom pie, sure. I'll buy it. Berry pie, I guess I'll buy it. That's enough of a difference, but these two... Height, like, that's not enough of a differentiator. Like, there's nothing about this that screams pumpkin to me. There's nothing about this that screams apple to me for these two pies. But anyway, that's just, my own ramblings. My own ramblings. Note that you need stew to make the raw pie. Like, huh? Huh? Stew to pie, okay. Sure. Apparently this is an easier process. Apparently. Crude scythe plus pumpkin crop. Crude scythe plus pumpkin crop gives you pumpkin, so you have to scythe the pumpkin and then bash the pumpkin. Whole plus seeds equals pumpkin crop. Seeds equals mallet plus pumpkin. Okay, so when you mallet a pumpkin, it'll give you seeds plus the raw pumpkin. And you plant the seeds again to get your pumpkin back. And this is in holes. Which you dig holes. Holes are dug. Now, do I have access to... I do. I do have access to the crude till. The crude till. Am I making crude till? No, I'm not. Let's program someone to make a crude till. And probably, like, make a new place for that. I need the till. And I need the scythe. Oh yeah, they also changed the graphics on the crude axe and the crude pick, so now you can more easily tell the difference from a distance between the two, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome indeed. I'm going to move these down here-ish. We now have our colonist huts. So now we can move our colonists in here and reassign these guys. Because we do not have enough berries. So let's go ahead and do this. Upgrades. Glorious upgrades. Welcome to the party, all my beautiful, beautiful colonists. Hey, we did a thing. Colonization level 2. What is that going to unlock for us? Ooh, variant 1. Variant 1 of all the various things. What does that do exactly? I think it just looks different. Hey, and we got the access to our void item. Yeah, we did the thing. That is a very important. That is very important. But it's going to need sand to build. Stone plus 5 sand. Now, sand is going to require us to have buckets. Ah, the tech. Good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Crude data storage. Very important. Very important. Mark II bot-bod stuff. Now, here's the thing about that Mark II stuff. And of course, we also have the bot storage, which is also quite important, but that needs panels and square frames, so we don't have the ability to make any of that quite yet. Not quite yet on that front. We got the structural workbench, though, that will need flooring, and we currently don't have any flooring with which to build things. So, yeah. Things are great for the moment. Things are fine. I will apparently need more bot workbenches. So yeah, crude data storage is quite important, and we can make that now. Here we have access to a lot more things. Yes, the variant ones here, but we can now upgrade these to better things. Now, be very, very careful when upgrading. So we're going to require square frames, panels, and logs. We can't actually do this upgrade quite yet. We could make these variants if we so desired. I don't know what difference it is between the standard and the variant, besides looking different. I wish the game would tell you what's the difference between these things. But as it stands, there is no difference. So to make all of the, better stuff, we're going to have to upgrade this workbench. And to do that, we're going to need lots of stuffs. Lots and lots and lots and lots of stuffs. Oh joy. So all of a sudden, we've got lots of things to have to worry about here. I'm going to grab a bucket, because you need a bucket to gather sand. Buckets gather sand. Interesting idea here. Is that really the nearest sand? I think so. I think this might be one of the nearest sand, because either way they'd have to go either down here or over here. So now we have a bucket of sand. What stores sand? That is a good question. Sand. No, not sands. Sand. What stores sand? Silos store sand. Okay, let us set up production of our small silos. Let me start queuing up a few small silos. Planks, poles, and logs. That's all we need here for our stuff and things. But I think that either way we're going to need to carry a bucket around with us to move sand. So let me use this 5 times, I suppose. Or better yet, what we can do is we can carry 2 buckets and use our backpack. Yeah, what we can do is we can carry multiple buckets and use our backpack slots for it. Now, the bucket counts as a tool. Excuse me. Pick up the thing. Thank you. This will allow us to do 2 at a time. Now, if I had a backpack of my own, I could have another item there, but we'll just do this for now. And we'll do this manually because we don't really have any need, necessarily. Yeah, and you can't just push Q, you have to cycle, and cycling between what's in your backpack and what's in your hands is, the comma and period buttons, aka the left and the right. So that's 2 units of sand. We will go over here and right-click, because I want this glorious wonder, the mystical stonehead, to void, guess what? Turf. We are voiding turf. That is what we are going to do. That is why I so desperately desire this wonder. And head on back, get even more sand. Now, do I want a bot collecting sand? Most likely. Very much most likely. So I will go ahead and, well, the thing about that is I'm going to also need to assign chargers here, too, for that. And if I'm going to have chargers, I'm going to want to have my data storage, so data storage will come first as soon as I finish this off. Yep, got our sand, and we are walking on back. Walking on back. Let's see, we are 23 minutes in, about less than 10 more minutes left in this particular episode, so I think we can get all of this done. We have potential for apples here, so we could get apples if we so desire. Let's make our wonder. Oh god, it's 3 stages. Never mind. Let's drop one of these. You know what? No, let's take both. Hey, buddy. Actually, first I need something to actually store the sand in. You're gonna store the sand, like, here. Sure. You. Sand collector. Why did I pick that up? Pick that up. Psych. store it. Pick that up. I'm totally off here. Alright, go down to here. Move to sand. Gather the sand. I can tell it to cycle held item and then use that held item again. I don't think we need to do that, so we can just say to do it twice. And then, why did I put crates? Why did I put crates? You. There. You're then going to come over here, move to small silo. Now, do I want it to be this complex? Because I also have to add, like, go grab new buckets. I'm just going to do this in such a way that we can just do this forever, and that'll be fine. Now it's Hugh. It's yo. You're going to have some shoes. Excuse me, but you are going to have some shoes. As well as some batteries. Go. Do the thing. Grab some sand, collect some sand, store some sand. Okay, you aren't gonna make anything. You... do I need more than one crude data storage? Probably not, so I will go ahead and take a couple of planks myself. And I will go ahead and do this building of things myself, of this crude data storage. You have to always ask yourself, do I really need to have a whole bunch of these things? Not at the moment, just the one should be okay, as long as I keep track of where it is, where it continues to exist. And 2 seeds, which I've got lots of seeds. Now, one thing to note, if you till soil, and then tell bots to dig holes in the soil, it will dig every hole. It will dig every tile that is tilled. So you can get around this whole every other tile thing by allowing the robots to do every tile. So welcome, we've got our beautiful and glorious crude data storage. We now have that, which makes my life a lot easier. Now let us actually, you know, research something important, things like construction technologies, basic flooring. Yeah, that sounds absolutely wonderful. Now, I think you still need the bucket to transfer. Yeah, so you need the bucket to take sand from the sand storage silo. So, hey, they're doing their thing. So now they should only really be having... they're gonna have a mix of level 1 and level 2 WUV, just based off of the food that they're getting and the quality of their shelter, I think. Something along those lines. Not sure if they're still... Oh, hey, we've got lots of berries. Lots and lots of berries. Lots and lots of berries. I still need to assign these two, if I'm not mistaken. Now that we're not feeding the berries directly to the colonists, but we're instead feeding the spiced berries. So that is very nice. Let me make another one. Hey, buddy, follow me. I need to pick up this. I need to... I think it's control right click. Or better yet, it's where are you going? Oh, you're going to get the weeds. What did I just pause? Go. I happened to pause the wrong dude. No, I want frickin' you! You. Pause. How does one use this thing again? I always forget. I thought it was control... click... something. Alright, control... left click? Pick up the thing! Alright, it's control left click. And then it's control right click. Now, that will use the same pot, though. Excuse me? Huh. Interesting. Uploading. Yeah, I sort of just broke this guy. What? Why won't you give me your stuff? Give me all of your stuff so that you can actually do your program. Okay. That was not very nice, but anyway. Where did I just leave this? I will figure this out. It's quite possible that they have actually fixed the issue. It is quite possible that they have fixed the issue. Ah, there it is. We now have all of this. So, thing is, he's going to go to Mixing Pot 2. You know what? Go right ahead. Unless the Mixing Pot is being used 100% of the time, I don't care. So you are Spiced Berries 3. Go. Theoretically, that's a lot more simple than previously. Now, these guys... You know what? Let's just... Actually, it's going to go to this one. You... I said you. Stop. You. Stop. Go. Go. So, even though this is a lot more complex than what the bot brain should be able to hold, well, that's just a weakness of the current game mechanics. So no matter how much storage is on this crude data storage, no matter how big the program is, you will always be able to paste it into a robot, no matter whether or not the robot actually has that much storage space to hold the program. It will just force it in. It just forces it in! And it will operate just fine. So now we have like 4 robots assigned to the same crude mixing pot. But with the distances involved, I think we'll be somewhat okay. I still need to assign... just as I said, I still need to assign a charger to charge this guy. I can just make a data disk to have for my chargers and all of that good stuff. We have reached the end of today's video. What got done today? We got the additional shelters for our robots. We unlocked the tech for the Mark II folks, started working on that, started getting sand today, as well as started trying to figure out, started making this here. Still need to assign a bot to go from here to fill in blueprints, but otherwise, I think we're good. We made some progress. Not a ton of progress. We explored more of the map today. That's another thing that we did. Had a lot of discussions about what to do as we progress. May want to transition into pumpkins. At some point. Relatively soon. But, for now, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's video, please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that this series can appear higher up in search results. You can do all the social stuff through the links in the description below this video. And I hope to see you all next time, where we are going to be expanding, probably starting up some pumpkin farming. I hope to see you all then.